Our speaker for today's session is Mohammad Hunain. Hunain has over 6 years of experience working around IoT and cloud computing. He currently works as a cloud engineering manager for the GCP practice at Royal Cyber. Hunain would talk more about Terraformer. How does Terraformer work?
Yeah, thank you. Today's main discussion would be how we can use Terraformer. Now, what is Terraformer? How does Terraformer into play, right? So Terraform itself is a very good infrastructure as a tool, heavily used to deploying resources on your cloud you through coding, right? So that's something which Terraform does. Main challenge which the industry faces right now is that when already have the production level environment which is running on cloud, right? And now they want to do the automation through Terraform scripts. Now they want to get synced, they sync their infrastructure with Terraform script. So how do you do that? How do you sync your existing infrastructure Terraform script? Because Terraform script will go and will provision new resources, and obviously resources that are managed, that are provisioned by a Terraform script, that will be managed by Terraform core, right? So how do you integrate existing resources? Now Terraform has a way to do that. The native way is to import those resources that by using Terraform import command, but that process is very manual and very hectic, right? And there are a lot of configurations that you have to take into accordance while you are using Terraform import, and I'll be that as well, in the quick demo or the quick lab that I have. So this is where Terraformer comes in, right? So Terraformer is a CLI tool, right, that generates the Terraform configuration files and the Terraform state files based on the existing infrastructure. Now this is very important, right? So for example, you have hundreds or thousands of virtual machines, and in a very distributed architecture that are running on cloud, or you have you have various IAM users and IAM roles and policies which are pre-provisioned in your cloud. Typical infrastructure will have lots of storage buckets which are also provisioned, and various the PaaS resources which might be a part of your production environment. So all those resources, if you want to import manually, becomes very tedious task, right? Obviously Terraform would be thinking about doing something in that aspect, but Terraformer comes in, and in Terraformer is something which you install and you set up, and then it has the ability to generate those Terraform files and state for you, and then those state files will have the thing infrastructure already registered over there, and that's what exactly what I'm going to show you as well. And then at a permissions level, so it only requires read-only permissions, right? So the format does not goes and changes anything into your existing infrastructure, right? It does not creates anything. It's very secure, and it's a read-only thing, right? So that's what Terraformer does, and obviously it has huge advantage, and in terms of automating your entire infrastructure, it becomes very very helpful, right? So that is what it is as far as Terraformer is concerned. Now let's just jump into simple Terraform import script, so that our users and our viewers can relate with us, and then we'll move into the Terraform. So just if we go into Terraform import, right? So this is one Terraform script we have, right? Terraform script, and what it does is that it will provision resources. It will provision an API, it will provision network, it will provision a VM instance, so on and so forth, right? And it's also provisioning an instance already exist inside my cloud account. So for example, if I quickly go into my cloud environment, this is an instance, right? TensorFlow 202. This instance already exists inside my GCP project, whereas this Terraform script is actually going and provisioning these resources. Now, how do I do that? If I just go and if I apply or if I plan, this Terraform script, what happens is that Terraform is going to go and it is going to check, and it is going to, plan 4 resources to add, right? So right now you can see that they are also Terraform is also adding this resource, that, right? We don't want to add this resource. This resource already exists. So what do we do? What Terraform suggests is that we import this. Now let's see process of importing as well, right? So this is how you import a resource. So this is how you will import a resource, right? So you will pick up this, and this is a command that I've already in interest of time. So what it does is that Terraform is going to import Google Compute instance, and it will have this sort of path. So you have to define the entire path where you have to define the project, you have to define the region, you have to define the instance ID or the image ID, right? So I'm just going to pick this up, right? And if I run this on my terminal, right? So if I run this, okay, it's not copy. Okay. Uh, right. So now what's happened is that it's going to go import this, right? So it's preparing import, and it's going to go and check whether this resource actually exists or not, right? Now it has successfully imported it. Now this is the manual, right? And now if I apply Terraform plan again, you can see that what happens is that previously it was provisioning 4 resources. Now it has, is only going to add 3 more resources, right? So it already knows that, okay, that specific resource already exists inside our cloud account. If there are any updates, it will be updated, but it's still going to provision or try to provision this again. Okay. So this is how, we import our existing infrastructure. Now imagine if we had hundreds of resources, it would have been a, very tedious task. So now this is where, Terraformer will come in, right? And obviously, for the interest of time, I've already provisioned Terraformer. This is an instance, where I've already installed Terraformer, right? So if I go on and check Terraformer version, so a specific version of Terraformer is already installed, right? Now, since Terraformer is already in this instance, and this instance already has the permissions to go and import existing infrastructure, it's just going to be a very simple command to use. And what's that? That's the Terraform import command. So I'm going to my Google resources, that is GCS, forwarding rules, firewall, instances, network, all that from this specific project, right? So I'm just going to pick this up, and I'm going to import this inside my Terraform directory, right? So I will come here, and I am using Terraform import. Now, as you can see, now Terraformer is running, and it is going to go and explicitly is going to create scripts for all these, relevant resources, right? So now as a report, you can see that it has created so and so Terraform scripts in the background. And if I go and check these, Terraform scripts, for example, so this is a generated, directory. If I go into my Google directory, so what it does is that this is something which Terraform does, very good, is that it distributes it basis of projects and region, right? So even if you have multiple projects and if you have multiple, regions, it is going to make those directories accordingly. So now you can see I have firewall, I have Google Cloud Storage, I have instances, I have networks, so on and so forth. Now I the instances tab, right? And if I go into my Terraform script, right? So US Central 1, ls, and I go inside the compute instance TF, right? So now if I go into my compute instance TF file, you can see that this Terraform script already has all the instances, right? So this is my instance block, compute instance, and you can see 17399. And if I just go back and check it, my VM 17399. So Terraformer has already, picked up this resource and registered it inside the instance Terraform script, right? So it has done that automatically. This is something very good. In the Terraform import part, I was supposed to, write this script manually, and this was a very hectic process. Even a single attribute, the script is not going to work. So that's something which Terraform script has done. So all the, 3 compute instances, they're all there. Their network block is provisioned, the entire metadata, even the image source file, the snapshot, it's also, get direct link to it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to check, if this is actually art, and if it's, what happens if I Terraform plan now. So Terraform init, if I initialize, obviously it's going to give me an invalid legacy provider error. This is something, you have to do manually. So to my Terraform script. So basically, Terraformer, when you're running scripts, you have to, update replace the provider with the actual provider, right? So that is something, one step you have to do manually. So I'm going to replace this. And now that my provider is updated, if I run Terraform init again, right? So now it's installing all the dependencies, right? And now if I do a Terraform plan, so as you can see, this Terraform script is going to say that no changes. So structure matches the configuration, and this configuration was created by Terraformer. And now when we're talking at a production level for our customers, at a large scale, this really helps. This really helps, and this makes automation in terms of infrastructure as a code extremely fluent, extremely automated, and within a few minutes you can see you can automate your entire existing production level infrastructure. Have a Terraform scripts available, which again can be used for various use cases. I think that is all.